So this time of year is probably the second best time of year to find good deals on tools and other things for around the house, the shop, the garage, whatever. It's 4th of July, and usually the Black Friday time frame is the best time to buy. But I did find some deals for Home Depot today that I think are pretty real nice. And I'm going to show you all of the deals that I found. You have to dig for these deals now. It used to be like about 3-4 years ago, I could just pull one deal after another. I was just like, that deal's nasty. I could taste that deal. Well, times have changed, my friends, and well, now you got to work for them a little bit. So I worked and I found some, and let's just get to them. All right, so let's start it out with the basic appliances. I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm just going to let you know that this is probably the second best time of year to buy your appliances, and they do have some half decent deals going on. So you can stack, you buy more, you save more, and this is basically what you're getting for your washers, your dryers, refrigerators, and all that different stuff. So shop now, 4th of July. And by the way, everything that I do try to find, I will try to attach to the shopping cart attached to this video. Helps you find it faster, and it helps if you buy through those links. Well, helps the channel anyway. So there you go. Air conditioning, all that good stuff, all the different stuff going on over here. Now is a good time to probably buy that stuff. And before we get to the tools, I do want to talk about a couple other things that I found deal-wise that I think you might think is real nice. And this is one of them here, and I'm probably going to buy this. Now, a lot of people don't like the smart cameras and the Ring cameras because of privacy and this and that. I don't care. I'm a very boring person. So if you want to spy on me, spy on me. I have a Ring doorbell, and I like it when somebody knocks on my door and I could tell them to go away, especially the salesman and such. So this right here is a stick-up cam. It's outdoor security camera, two-way talk, color, night vision. Live view, a white, 50% off. I'm already subscribed to their cloud, so I'm probably going to buy this, $39. So yeah, if you're into the Ring system and you don't have issues like a lot of other people have when it comes to this stuff, well, there's a deal. All right, what do we got here? Well, this is like their #1 selling brand for smokers. It's a Traeger. It's boring, but it works from what I hear. I don't have one, but apparently they're half decent smokers, and they're usually $729. 32% off at $500. I believe that price of $729 went up over the previous years. I know a few years ago, I believe it was $500 for this. So it's back on sale and down to the original price it used to be. But hey, either pay $500 on sale or pay the $729 when this deal runs out. And they also have a smaller one. This is the 22 pellet grill and smoker bronze, $389, 29% off, $71.60. I'd like to smoke meat. I'll tell you who else likes to smoke meat. Let me show you this. I never heard of the smoker before. This is kimchi. I'm sorry. Somebody like, I have a kimchi and it's the best smoker ever. That's not why I'm clicking on this. Yes, it's on sale, but I love this picture. This chick is totally invested. Yes, I'm making this my thumbnail. This lady's like, yeah, that's cool. But this girl, she's like, yeah. Anyway, the kimchi is on sale. She's loving it. I know he's loving it. All right, let's get into the tool stuff. You do get some deals for the Milwaukee IA. Not like the best deals. I remember, I told you, like, you would just click on something and be like, hey, I mean, look at that deal. And then now it's a struggle. It's a struggle. But there are a few things, the Milwaukee IA cordless rocket light dual power. You're going to get the 5 amp hours, 41% off, 50% off for the 3 5.0s at $249. So if you're trying to save some money on, the bat ray, well, this might be the time. We got a few other things. One-handed recip saw, impact wrench, 42% off, usually $900, down to $521. Let me show you what else I got. All right, that was just a taste. We got more of the Milwaukee IA stuff, but I want to get to a couple other things so I don't forget them because I'm going to lose them and then we're going to find them again. This is 50% off the Avanti. Now, these are not the best blades, the recip saw blades. These are like probably around the house blades or holy crap, I forgot my blades. Let me run to the store and I already have expensive blades, but just let me grab some of these. $9.97, 50% off, usually $20. You're going to get 13 pieces. And it's the bimetal recip saw blade set. So all in all, that's a steal. No pun intended, because these are made of steel, but it's a steal. A couple more that I don't want to forget about. 70% off. A lot of people love their pneumatic nailers. These are porta cables. Whether or not you love porta cable pneumatic nailers, that's up to you. But if you're looking for two 23 gauge 1 3/8" pneumatic pin nailers, a 2-pack, 70% off, 75.56 for those. Got some Diablos with the Speed Demon high-speed steel spade bit set with pouch, 10 piece, $10. So that's $1 per piece. Pretty real nice. All right, let's get back into the Milwaukee tool. 37% off. This is a pretty good buy. This is your like standard tape measure, but better than paying $18, $19 for what these things usually run throughout the rest of the year. 25-foot compact tape measure with fractional scale. And it's $11.97, down 37%. All right, so I've noticed for the past couple of years that this is the way that a lot of these tool brands are doing this. And I'm not a huge fan of it, but sometimes it actually works out and you're actually saving some money. So you see $2.99 here. You're going to get two 6-amp hours, and these are the high output, and you're going to get a standard charger. But if you buy these for $2.99, you get to pick a free tool. Let me move my face, my beautiful face right here. And usually these cost $2.29. There's the D handle. It's $1.99 for the vac. That's a pack out vac, I believe. Grinder, all this stuff here. So these are what you're going to get to pick from. So if you were to buy this, like the Rocket Light, transfer pump, if you were to buy this, you get one of those for free. So really, it's not that bad of a deal. You're going to get the two 6-amp hours. You're going to get the charger, which is not rapid, it's just a standard charger. And you get to pick one of these, which you would pay $2.29 for anyway. So you pay a little bit more, and you get to pick a free tool. If that was the way I was going to do it, that would be the way I was going to do it. I don't think that made any sense, but that's the way I would do it. All right, this vacuum right here, I've had it for years, and I beat the crap out of that vacuum. I beat the crap out of the vacuum. But here's the problem. The vacuum finally gave in to the crap beating that I've been giving it all these years. And what happened was there was like a rubber seal up on top, and I think it just sort of wore out. And when I was sucking up the water, it went up through the motor and burned it out, which is a bummer. However, it's usually like $159. It's 31% off. You could buy this for $109. Plus, you get a 5% off if you buy something else, like a vacuum attachment. They have a lot of vacuum attachments. So, this is up to you. This is a really good high use vacuum. I beat the crap out of that vacuum, and I'm kind of bummed out that it died on me, but that's what happens sometimes. So it's on sale. Now, that's really all I have for Milwaukee Tool. I mean, I used to get one after another deal, and it's not that way this year. So let's see what Ryobi got. What do we have with the stick vacuum? Now, this stick vacuum is a fantastic stick vacuum, and I will tell you that this thing usually runs like $200 by itself. No battery, no charger, no nothing. But if you were to buy this for $200, $199, I'm going to round up to $200. I did the math in my head, and I believe that is correct. It would be $200. 29% off, you're going to get a free 4-amp hour and a charger. So that's the way I would do it. These are really good vacuums. So I would grab that now if you're seriously thinking about getting one of those. All right, here's what I'll tell you. A lot of people are going to walk into Home Depot and they're going to buy a 4-amp hour and they're going to spend like $120 on one of these batteries. But the way I would do it is this. If you need another tool or whatever, there's a couple different ways I'll show you here in a second. $199, 45% off. You're going to get two 4-amp hour high performance. These are not the best Ryobi batteries right now. You get the Edge. Those are the best, but still HP are great. You're going to get a 2-amp hour, two 4-amp hours, and a very standard charger. And then you get to pick a free tool. So let me move this beautiful face over here. And then you can see you get an impact wrench, get more HPs. So you really want to stock up. A lot of people say it's very expensive to buy batteries. Well, this would be the time to stock up on those batteries. You get a vacuum here. You could get a free vacuum. So $199, that might be the way to go. This one here, I don't think this is like the top of the line vacuum, but still a great vacuum. Tested them all. Do a great job. You got an inflator here, a blower here. I mean, you get to pick a lot of different things here. You got the hybrid Whisper Series oscillating fan. You get to pick two fans over here for $59. I would go with something like more expensive, like $199 a nailer. Or something. So $229, I would get more batteries. I would get the impact wrench. I believe that's the high torque. I mean, look at that. So yeah, that's the way I would do it. I mean, I found some daily deals here. Oh, I gotta move my beautiful face back down here. And you can see there's a 2-amp hour, 4-amp hour. They're very standard charger. And then you get the fan, which a lot of people I know have this fan and they love this fan. They have so many fans right now. And you can see why. It's for sports. They bring it to the sports, uh, and around the house, shop, whatever. But $79 off, you're gonna get all that. That's a fantastic freaking buy for the HP and get the fan and all that. Yeah, heck yeah, man. I would purchase that. It's sort of the same deal that I just showed you, but set up in a different way. But if I was walking through the store and one of the associates was like, "Sir, can I help you?" I'd be like, "Yeah, this deal right here, this deal's real nice." Like, and she'd be like, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay." She would go her way, I would go my way. It's 54% off, 199. You're gonna get one, two, three, four 4 amp hours and a 2 amp hour for the little baby tools, and then the charger. So that's sort of like what we showed you. It's just set up a different way, but that's still, listen, I'm telling you, a lot of people say the batteries are expensive, and they are. This is the time to buy said batteries. You can also buy these in a couple different kit configurations, which I'll show you here. This is the Ratchet 3/8, a 4 amp hour, 2 amp hour, and a charger, 71% off at $99. I think I have a few more of those, but let me show you this real quick. This is the 18-volt 4-inch clamp fan. You can take it with you on the go. You put it on your chair, whatever you want to do. It's 33% off at $19.97. But here's some more of those configurations that we were talking about: the 4 amp hour, 2 amp hour charger, and then you're going to get the impact wrench. This is not going to be a high power impact wrench. It's going to be good for like taking off lugs on your car and then changing the blades out on the mowers. Here's another one. This is like a weekend warrior saw here, something small to slice and dice down some woodage. You're not building houses with that thing. 71% off, same sort of configuration. This one as well. This is the drill driver. And this is a pretty cool tool. A lot of people are like, well, why do I need that? This thing actually comes in handy. You don't have like all the clutch settings and stuff. Somebody just wants to drill pilot holes. You're going to get the 2 amp hour. You're going to get some bits. Where to go? You're going to get this very, very basic charger. And you're going to get the drill driver. And it's 71% off at $39.88. I believe if you round that up, that would be $40 also. Can't all be Einsteins. This one here, same thing. 2 amp hour, 4 amp hour, 4 amp hour, and this charger here with the high performance impact wrench. It's going to be for a little bit more oomph if you needed to take off those lugs or whatever you're doing. So not a bad deal there. All right, let's move it over to Rigid real quick. And this is pretty good. This is the subcompact 1/4-inch sheet sander. And you're going to get the charger. You're going to get a 2 amp hour. And this is the max output. They're not giving you like the run-of-the-mill, like entry-level battery. So that's good. 65% off, $96 for that. I don't usually like or do kit deals. So if I see a kit deal, I don't even talk about them unless it's like a really good deal. And this is a pretty good freaking deal. I mean, 69% off for $300. You're thinking to yourself like, well, what am I getting with all that? Well, you're going to get a 4 amp hour and they're the max outputs. You're going to get a 2 amp hour and then you're going to get all these tools: a one-handed recip saw, a circular saw. Like if somebody's like just starting out or just needs some extra tools, this might be a really good buy. Now, this is not the top of the line impact driver. It's not the top of the line drill. It's not a hammer drill or anything like that, but not everybody needs the hammer drill. I'm just saying the vacuum alone, like I like this vacuum. It's a little bit louder, but it got some suction. Does great. So all in all, not a bad buy for that kit. And right here, 58% off. This is a daily deal. This is lighting. So you're going to get a 3-piece lighting kit, 58% off, $129. I think this thing runs like $100 by itself. And Rigid, like, Rigid tools, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, we got a video coming out with some of their new tools that just were released. Sometimes they're boring, but their tools I feel are like meaty. You know what I mean? Like, their lighting is really freaking good. And you get the lifetime service agreement on that. So within 90 days, you got to sign up on the site and you register them for life. And that's your batteries, your tools, your lights, whatever you buy from them, other than like blades and stuff like that. But yeah, lifetime service agreement on that. Here's one. I have this. I've used it multiple times. Comes in very, very handy. It's the 18-volt drywall cutout tool, 62% off, $79. You're going to get the 2 amp hour. This is your standard entry level battery here, and then the charger. But still, for $79, I think I paid like $69 for it by itself, like tool only. It was a couple years ago. Here's one more. They got the fans. And listen, Ohio weather has sucked. It's been cold. So I don't really need a fan. But some of you in the South, I know a lot of people with the World Cup, they're saying it's very hot. So maybe you pick up a fan, 37% off, $99 for 2 of those. So $50 a piece. And it's the hybrid job site fan. So it's a Father's Day gift. How sweet that is. All right, let's move it over to DeWalt real quick here. So 45% off, sort of the same deals going on over at Lowe's right now. The Home Depot side, like if you see my video from yesterday, it's still up. They're still running those deals. The Home Depot site is so much easier to navigate than the Lowe's site. Like you'll hear me complaining. If you want to hear me complain, go watch that video yesterday. But 45% off the Atomic 20 volt. That's the Impact. Yeah, I'll put that video at the end of this video. This is the Atomic 20 volt drill driver, and it's the kit. You're going to get the 20 volt with that. So 45% off at $99. All right. So hear me out. I really don't know what's going on with this, but it really seems like DeWalt or Home Depot or somebody's trying to get rid of some of these 9 amp hour sexy flexy 60 volts here because there's some really weird configurations. But if I just wanted to buy this at $229, I would get the 9 amp hour. Click on this. You're going to get a free tool. Now, I'm going to move my face over here. So these are legit freaking tools. Like these are the XR, Max XR. Max XR, that's top of the line. You got the router, you get another 6 amp hour. You're gonna get one of these for free. D-handle, a saw, recip, impact, just all different kind of things. I think that's it. Grinder. That's the hammer drill. XR. This is good stuff. So, you could buy this for $229. You're going to get the 9 amp hour, but you get one of these tools for free, which is going to cost you $249 for this router anyway. So you might as well do it that way. I have a couple more kits for that, but I just want to show you this real quick. This is 60% off daily deals. And this is a 2 amp hour and a 5 amp hour is your basic raise and a 4 amp hour charger, but 60% off for $80 for that, which the 5 amp hour would usually run $80 by itself. Oh, look at this. This is a really good buy. This freaking sander, you could just beat the crap out of this sander. You could just hold it and just smash it into the woodage. 45% off, $99. Still have my original one for years ago. Use it so much. It's beat up. It's all caked up with all kind of dust and stuff, and it's just still running. $99 for that sander. It's phenomenal. All right, here's some more of those deals I was talking about. 57% off. You could just go and buy this to the end. Like, are you really using a 60 volt, 9 amp hour on the back of your jigsaw? I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you want that crazy long run time. But for me, that makes it just a little bit heavy. I don't know. Maybe you want the weight to keep it down from vibration. I don't know what you're doing. I'm just saying 57% off for $229. You're going to get that. This one makes a little bit more sense. It's going to be your SDS. You're going to get a 9 amp hour 6 flexi, 56% off. $239, you'll get all that. So that's a good buy. So is my face still up here? My beautiful face. Here. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's 56% off for the router. And then a 9 amp hour. So they really must be trying to get rid of these 9 amp hours. You do get the fast charger with that, by the way. So it's the 8 amp. So yeah. Yeah. I'll show you another one. Are you doing this? Are you using the Sexy Flexi on your impact driver? It's just a weird combination for me. It seems like they're trying to get rid of some of these. They're just throwing them in there. They're like, hey, an oscillating tool. Let's throw that 9 amp hour Sexy Flexi on that. All right, so here's a shocker. And Home Depot must have been like, look, you got to do something. You got to throw your fans a bone. Finally found a deal for Makita. Because I'm guessing like somebody's like, hey, Makita, you need to do a deal. And they're like,
you sure about that? You sure about that?
They're like, come on, Makita, no. Don't be pesky. This is 2 4 amp hours and the charger. 40% off at $119. You're saving $80. And yeah, usually $200 for these. I will say the Makita batteries are pretty good. I'm not going to sit there and knock them and say that they're not good. They're good. But, their prices are just stupid. And the Makita Gnome sets us up with one more, 49% off. This is going to be their mower. I don't believe this is the best of the best mower here, but you're going to get this. You're going to get 2. No, you're going to get 4 amp hours, I believe those are. Let me see. And one more for Makita. The Makita Gnome throwing us the bone, 49% off. I don't believe this is like the best of the best lawnmower that they have. But you're going to get a couple different things. You're going to get the mower. You're going to get a string trimmer. And you're going to get not 1, not 2, but 4 5 amp hours and a dual charger for $700. So if you're looking to get into a battery platform, that's not a bad purchase for Makita. And it's weird for me to say it's a new lower price. Everybody's like, I ain't buying that for that price. And maybe Makita's like, oh, maybe I got to lower the price. there you go. It's a lower price. So I guess Prime Day is going on right now over at Amazon. I'm going to head over there and see what's going on deal wise there. Maybe I'll make a video, get subscribed, hit the bell notification, check out yesterday's video at the Lowe's site and see if you can find anything there you might like. We'll be back with more videos soon.